because I've watched some of your Instagram posts, and they're really thoughtful, Tim. I think a lot of people see you and they see the resume I just read off, and they just think you're just this hard ass, robot special forces guy. But you're like an emotional guy. You really give a shit about people. At least that's what I get from you. And when I read your posts, I see a guy. I mean, honestly, I see a guy who's in pain, watching other people in pain, and watching the division. You're not just some right-wing guy and saying, don't do that, don't do that. You're actually trying to figure out a solution, but you're also holding your own principles up and saying, yeah, but you can't do this. Am I getting that right from you? And what do you see?
Yeah. Well, thanks. That is how I feel, and I'm not somebody that can like express emotion well sometimes, and social media is a really difficult medium to try to express anything. When I've lost friends in wars fighting for this idea of this constitutional republic, like this freedom thing, like good friends, friends that I went to their kids' baptisms and I went to their birthdays and I was at their weddings or I officiated their weddings, and like those friends are dead. And so when I see this happening around me in my country, it hurts, and I take it personally, and I want to do something and I want to help, and I try my best to, but I'm imperfect and I'm human, and obviously the lens that I view this world through is not similar to most people's, because the lens that I have looked through has always been a pretty crazy lens, and everything I try to say and everything I try to do, it is for the protection, preservation of people. It's like, I love mankind, and I love how beautiful humans are. And I've seen the absolute most disgusting far end, like human trafficking, murdering terrorist group on the planet. But I also see that 13-year-old give up his last morsel of food to his sibling, in this most extreme circumstances. Makes me think that we are the most beautiful thing that could ever happen. And what we should do is not necessarily listen to me. Like I said, I try not to make decisions out of fear. I try to be rational and logical. So when I look at a problem where they're like, hey, defund the police, like get rid of those, I'm like, yeah, I mean, maybe there's a bunch of things police shouldn't have to do. Like we're asking too much of them. You're saying defund them. I'm saying like they need more training and they need more support. Like if you don't want them to go to a domestic violence call because they're not trained in how to, defuse to emotionally charged people, maybe there has been violence there. Like perhaps a 6'2" police officer that just came off of a shooting downtown last week, maybe he's not the right guy to go in there and do that. You're right. But that means we have to, one, make sure that they have training if you are expecting them to do that, or a different group can come in to do that. But ultimately, we have to have somebody that's going to stand up on the wall to be there to protect us. And so what is the solution? I try to encourage people to take, this Socratic approach to, I'm asking questions. Like I don't have all the answers, but I want people to be part of this communication and to process. Because again, the collective genius of our people can do anything. But right now we're just sitting there being like, you're nitpicking the grammar or something, or you're yelling at somebody because they don't agree with you with the most like minute, subtle, nuanced points that you made. Like, it doesn't matter. Let's find common ground and figure out how to do these together. Like, yeah, if you want to pull down all the slave monuments, like, even though I'm somebody that believes history is important, and like, I might even want like a monument to Mao and Hitler and Stalin and all the other guys that have done horrible things, so we never forget about what they did. But I'm not Jewish. Like, if I was Jewish, I'd probably want a monument of Hitler up there, and I understand that. So, okay. So then what do we do to make all of us stronger and come together But like burning a city to the ground, or like setting up an autonomous zone, or defunding the police, like those aren't rational solutions. Those are solutions made out of, or decisions and suggestions made out of fear. And anything made out of fear never can grow fruit.